Last position breakdown, and we're talking about the last line of the defense, the safeties. What is up, Finn fans? This is it. This is the last video before the start of training camp videos. Start of training camp is Tuesday. Vets will be there. Then Wednesday they hit the field. But this is it. This is the last position breakdown. We did them all. We're not doing special teams. There's two punters. We all know that Morstead is going to be the starting punter, and Jason Sanders is going to be the kicker. And then if I really went in depth with the kick returners, punt returners, got bigger fish to fry. Bigger fish to fry. But before we jump into this, and comment of the day is a very good comment. I'm very excited to answer comment of the day. Very good comment if you listened that long. But before we jump into that, got to shout out two things. One, Sarge. He got himself some DDW merch, sent it to me, said, hey, you know, he's got his AC blasting 68 degrees. I have my AC blasting right now. I have the central air vent pointed right at me. It's the only reason I have this hoodie on. Other than that, I'd probably be butt naked right now. Hot in Jersey. But Sarge, thank you so much for grabbing some DDW merch. If you did grab some merch, send me a picture. I'd love to shout you out. Well, you give me all the support. It's the least I can do is give you guys a little shout out. The other thing, gotta thank today's sponsor. Y'all know who that is, Manscaped.com. I'd like to thank today's sponsor, Manscaped.com. Now, Manscaped.com, I've been working with them for a hot minute, and they got this package, no pun intended, called the Platinum Package 4.0. Now, in this, you're getting a lot in this package, no pun intended. You're getting the body wash. This body wash, fantastic. No aluminums, no any of that stuff that's going to mess with your skin. You get aloe, sea salt, moisturizer, all that good stuff. You're also getting the 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner. Keep your hair all nice and clean. Of course, you're going to get the Lawnmower 4.0. It's got the light. It's got the skin-safe technology. It's waterproof. It's cordless. This thing is fantastic. I use it on my face. Like I was talking about with Father's Day, you can use it on your back, your chest if you're a hairy man. You're also getting the underarm deodorant stick. This thing, again, no aluminums, none of that bad stuff in there. It's good, scented, great for you, especially after the gym, all that good stuff. You put on your pits. You're getting the crop preserver. It's for your downstairs bonanza. Keep it fresh, keep it scented. Also, you get the toner on top of the preserver. So you get the preserver and you get the toner. And you might be thinking to yourself, geez, Doug, what else is in this package? It's not called Platinum for nothing, because now you're getting the Weed Whacker nose, ear, and hair trimmer as well. Not only are you going to get the Lawnmower 4.0, but you're also going to get the Weed Whacker nose and ear hairs. I'm turning 35. I'm already starting to get hairs in these areas. Gotta buzz them. So with all of that, Platinum 4.0, you get 20% off, free shipping, and on top of that, on top of 7 different things, they're going to give you 2 gifts. One being a nice carrying case, and the other being a pair of boxers. All you got to use is the promo code DDW20 and you get yourself 20% off on this fantastic Platinum Package 4.0. I'm telling you, you get all this stuff, you're going to have BGE, as they like to call it, Big Groomed Energy. So Manscaped.com, use the promo code DDW20, you get yourself 20% off, free shipping, and 2 gifts. Manscaped, thank you so much for sponsoring this video. So let's jump into this. We're going to be talking about the safeties. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 safeties on the team. Probably 3 or 4 will probably make the team. So I'm going to run down the list of names, and then we're going to break them down. So we have Clayton Fedulum, Javon Holland, Brandon Jones, Ron McKinley, Sheldrick Redwine, and Eric Rowe. Now, Clayton Fedulum, good special teamer for us. He converted, I think there was that one, I think it was 2020. I don't think it was last year. Converted a nice punt fake for us. But he's a special teamer. If the Dolphins did cut him, they'd save about $1.28 million in cap savings. He might, as well as Sathan Carter and Adam Shaheen, be cap casualties, where I think if we get rid of the 3 of them, we could save like $7 million in cap space, get our cap space up to like $24 million. Right now we're sitting at about 17. So Clayton Fedulum, again, a big special teamer. That's how you make the team. If you don't make the team as a starter, you do what Clayton Fedulum done, or Michael Thomas. No. Yes. Yes. The safety / special team where he went to the Giants. That's how you make the team. So Clayton Fedulum, special teamer. I'll let you know if I think he'll make it. Then we have Javon Holland, first safety taken, 2nd round pick. We all wanted, Javonte Williams. Denver traded up, got him. And we got stud, Javon Holland. When targeted, he allowed 22 passes, 54.5% receptions, 208 yards allowed, 4 touchdowns. He has 2 interceptions, 6 pass breakups, and when targeted, he gives up an 88.6 passer rating. Now, with these safeties, I actually have their snap where they took snaps. So he took 83 snaps on the D line. You heard that right. He took 114 snaps in the box. He took 642 snaps at free safety, 36 snaps at slot, and 17 snaps at corner. He got 3 sacks and 9 hurries. So most of his snaps, again, 642, were at free safety. He didn't take many when it came to pressure, but he did get 3 sacks and 9 hurries. Stud, absolute stud. What else am I going to tell you about Javon Holland? I absolutely love Javon Holland. I think he's going to be fantastic for the team in the future. I might have found our next Scott, our next, you name a top safety we had, and Jones, and love Javon Holland. His counterpart, Brandon Jones, he allowed 22 of 25 catches, 88%. Not good. 305 yards, allowed 1 touchdown, had 1 interception, 0 pass breakup. When he was targeted, he allowed 114.2 passer rating. That's not good. But listen to this. This is where he took the snaps. 124 snaps on the D-line compared to Javon Holland's 83. 271 snaps in the box compared to Javon Holland's 114. Only 160 snaps at safety compared to Javon Holland's 642, 72 snaps at slot, and 17 snaps at corner. So Brandon Jones, again, and he had 5 sacks, 8 hurries compared to Javon Holland's 3 sacks, 9 hurries. Brandon Jones is more of that in-box safety. He's going to be playing down the field, going to be charging at you, because you just look at his snap count when it came to where he played, barely was back there at like Javon Holland. Then we have Ron McKinley, who is Javon Holland's teammate. He tied the college lead for 6 interceptions. He was a first-team All-Pac-12 and a first-team All-American. So Ron McKinley, don't be surprised. This guy all of a sudden really starts to show up and surprise people. Do not be surprised by Ron McKinley, especially because he was Javon Holland's teammate in Oregon. And they have a little bit of camaraderie there, so they know how to work with each other. Then we have Sheldrick Redwine. He was a 4th-round pick in 2019 for the Browns. Dolphins signed him to the practice squad in October of last year. It's not much for me to tell you on that. Then we have Eric Rowe, allowed 48 of 61 catches for 78.7% of catches. Not good. 416 yards allowed, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, 4 pass breakups, and when targeted, 111.5 passer rating. Yikes. 39 snaps at defensive line, 236 snaps in the box, 86 snaps at free safety, 213 snaps in the slot, and 64 snaps at corner. And if you look at his snap count compared to the other two, right, because the 3 of them kind of were in there, he had the second most snaps in the box. Brandon Jones had more snaps in the box. He had emphatically the most snaps at slot, because you had Javon Holland with 36, Brandon Jones at 72. He had 213 snaps in the slot position. So he did play, I've heard some people say, if the Dolphins were to cut Eric Rowe, there would be a $4.5 million savings, because I've heard some people say, he barely does anything for us, just cut him, save the cap, which I disagree. He's taken a lot of snaps for us, and he has done a lot, especially before Javon Holland got here. He was shutting down a lot of a lot of tight ends and stuff. So it'll be interesting to see if he makes the roster. Again, if the Dolphins did go about keeping Javon Holland, Brandon Jones, Ron McKinley, and Sheldrick Redwine, and cut Clayton Fedulum and Eric Rowe, on top of cutting Sathan Carter, and on top of cutting Adam Shaheen, they could save about $12 million in cap space. That's just me guesstimating in my head, because Eric Rowe would be 4.5, Clayton Fedulum would be 1.2. That's about 5.7, and then you have the other guys. Could save a lot of cap space, but I wouldn't be surprised if Eric Rowe sticks around. Clayton Fedulum's a special teamer. It's more between Ron McKinley and Sheldrick Redwine who's going to make this roster. If either one do make the roster, I could see them keeping 4: Clayton Fedulum, Javon Holland, Brandon Jones, Eric Rowe, especially because Javon Holland, Brandon Jones, and Eric Rowe have that understanding in the end, know how to work with each other, being that the three of them have worked with each other. But looking at the safety position, it's pretty good. I'm fine with the safety position, and especially when it comes to the competition between Ron McKinley, Sheldrick Redwine, and Clayton Fedulum. I think that's your competition there, but I think Clayton has kind of stamped himself as a special teamer. So we'll see how that all pans out. But be sure to comment below. Let me know what you think about the safety position. Let me know what you think about the snap counts where I told you where they lined up, because I thought that was very, very interesting. And I'm going to get to one of you guys' comments of the day. Now, like I said, this comment was very, very interesting. It comes from God's Child, and he says, Big Doug, comment of the day right here. Actually, it's a question. If the Dolphins don't make the playoffs by the end of the season, can you early predict your number one reason why? There can be many factors, but you have to pick one. The biggest reason. Thanks, homie. Appreciate it. It's a good question. I'm going to say coaching. I'm going to say coaching would be the reason the Dolphins don't make it. I know for a fact that there's going to be comments that'll say the number one reason is Tua. And again, I'm going to get pushback for this, but Tua wasn't the number one reason the Dolphins didn't make the playoffs the last 2 years. He was not the number one reason. Beating the Colts and beating the Raiders, the Dolphins would have made the playoffs. Tua wasn't even on the field for that. So I guess in turn you could say, well, that's the reason. And then the year before, beating the Seahawks and beating the Bills and even the Patriots could have got them in the playoffs. So a lot of it equates to the Titans game, the last Bills game. See, Tua. Me personally, Tua didn't have good games in those games, but he wasn't the reason they lost those games. It was the team that lost those games. Just like, people want to say, well, Tua didn't win those games, blah, blah, blah. Well, the same goes the other way. You can't have it both ways. So I would say coaching, right? And coaching comes down to not only the product on the field, but the decisions at certain points, right? That Raiders game, just going for the field goal instead of, I think it was 4th and 1, 4th and 2, kicking the field goal. Like, it seemed like Brian Flores was going to settle for a tie instead of trying to convert for that first down, especially when we should have got the pass interference call and would have won that game. There's a lot of questionable calls. So, to me, it's coaching. The offensive line coaches up the offensive line and does their thing, then it's coaching for me. But just to pick one, I could give you about 4 or 5 reasons why. Continuity. Well, a lot of it comes down to coaching. Like, does the defense take a regression? Was it Brian Flores the reason why the defense was doing good? All of these things. But to me, it all comes down to coaching. But I hope I answered your question, God's Child. Thank you for the fantastic question. But that's what I got for you. I will see you guys on Sunday. Like I said, I'm going to try my best Sunday at 9 p.m. to go live for about an hour or so. I know it's late, but that's about the time I get to just sit down and go live. We're going to be testing out the new live stream. See if you guys like it. See if I need to tweak things here and there. Especially because it's just us hanging out, me answering your training camp questions, and if the stream ends or something happens, I'm not freaking out doing it in the middle of a game. Monday, I'm going to be previewing the training camp. Tuesday, Vets Report. and Wednesday hit the field. So I got a lot planned for you, and training camp is right around the corner. But on that, guys, I will see you Sunday. Why do I keep doing that? I'll see you Sunday. I'll let you know if that falls through. But other than that, like usual, stay classy. Fins up.